Heavy lake-effect snow swept across parts of the U.S. Midwest on 14 and 15 January 2026, disrupting daily life in northern Indiana and much of Michigan. The prolonged winter weather system, driven by bitterly cold air moving across Lake Michigan, produced intense snow bands, strong winds, and rapidly changing conditions, prompting widespread advisories and warnings across the region. In Michigan, the heaviest snowfall was concentrated along the Lake Michigan shoreline and across several western and northern counties. Communities in Berrien County, including areas near Benton Harbor, experienced repeated bursts of lake-effect snow that reduced visibility and buried roads in fresh accumulation. Further north, counties such as Manistee, Mason, Benzie, Leelanau, Grand Traverse, and Wexford also reported steady snowfall, with blowing snow making travel difficult for extended periods. Southeast Michigan was also affected, though with generally lighter snowfall than the lake effect belts. Even so, the combination of snow, ice, and gusty winds led to school closures, delayed public services, and slow-moving traffic across the Detroit metropolitan area and surrounding suburbs. Local authorities urged residents to limit travel as road crews struggled to keep up with changing conditions. Across the border in Indiana, the most severe impacts were felt in the north of the state. Lake-effect snow bands repeatedly targeted communities near Lake Michigan, including South Bend, Michigan City, and parts of LaPorte and St. Joseph counties. In some locations, snowfall intensified rapidly within short distances, leaving some neighborhoods significantly more affected than others, only a few miles away. The snowstorm caused widespread disruption to transport networks in both states. Major highways and secondary roads became slick and hazardous, leading to spinouts, delays, and temporary closures. Airports across the region reported flight delays and cancellations, as crews worked to clear runways and ensure safe operations. Public transit services operated on reduced schedules in several cities, adding to commuter frustration. Beyond travel, the storm had a broad impact on daily routines. Businesses reported reduced foot traffic as residents stayed home, while delivery services faced delays due to impassable streets. Power utilities responded to scattered outages caused by heavy snow clinging to trees and lines, particularly in areas exposed to strong winds. Emergency shelters and warming centers were opened in some communities to support residents during the cold spell. Meteorologists said the event was a classic example of lake-effect snow, a phenomenon common in the Great Lakes region during winter, but capable of producing highly localized and intense impacts. Forecasts and warnings were frequently updated as snow bands shifted, highlighting the challenges of predicting exact snowfall totals for individual towns. By late 15th January, conditions began to slowly improve as snow bands weakened and shifted away from the hardest-hit areas. Cleanup efforts continued across Indiana and Michigan, with plows clearing streets and crews working to restore normal services. Officials warned, however, that lingering cold temperatures could keep roads icy and advised continued caution as the region recovered from the disruptive winter storm. Local governments across the affected states coordinated response efforts throughout the two-day period. Snowplows were deployed around the clock, though officials acknowledged that the narrow, fast-moving snow bands made it difficult to prioritize all areas equally. Rural roads and residential streets were often cleared last, leaving some neighborhoods temporarily isolated. Drivers were urged to carry emergency supplies and to check conditions frequently before setting out.
Approaching 40 miles per hour. At times it is still snowing. As you can see, we have accumulating snow still.
Hospitals, care facilities, and essential services activated winter contingency plans to ensure staffing levels could be maintained despite the weather. Many employees faced long and difficult commutes, while others were unable to reach workplaces at all. Schools and universities shifted to remote learning where possible, while childcare disruptions added pressure for families balancing work and home responsibilities. Retailers and manufacturers across northern Indiana and Michigan reported interruptions to supply chains, as delivery schedules were delayed and distribution centers operated at reduced capacity. In industrial areas, snow-covered loading bays and access roads slowed operations, highlighting the vulnerability of just-in-time logistics during severe winter weather. Meteorological agencies noted that lake-effect snow events can produce sharp contrasts in impact over small areas, a feature clearly seen during this storm. Some towns reported heavy accumulation and near whiteout conditions, while nearby locations experienced only light snow. This variability complicated messaging and required constant communication between forecasters, emergency managers, and the public. Residents were advised to remain alert, follow official guidance, and allow extra time for recovery as communities worked steadily toward a return to normal winter routines. Carefully. Thanks for watching Severe Weather, where we break down the facts behind nature's most intense moments. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support keeps this channel going. Hit the bell so you never miss a real, calm, and clear report. Note, some footage in this video may be used for illustration and may not show the exact event described. See you in the next one. Stay informed, stay safe.